We're about 40. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. On 1st and 10, Shelton. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shelton. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 3rd play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Shelton. The open man is Smith. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Shelton. This will be caught by Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
On 1st down, Shelton. And he slings one that's incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
2nd down following the incompletion. Throwing again. Shelton. His throw incomplete. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
However you measure DeForest Buckner, 6'7", 6'8", it really doesn't matter. He looks like a basketball power forward, and the one thing that he always focuses on and concentrates on is leverage. How does he drop his pad level so he can get down there and compete with the blockers of the NFL?
On 3rd down, Shelton. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw here on 2nd and 10, and that is incomplete.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Back to throw now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 55 yards.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. He'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. And they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
To throw on second down. Shelton. Throw left side, caught by Butler. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Earl Mitchell continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Shelton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right? In baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Fake. Shelton. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Well, usually you don't think of the quarterback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking on the midfield logo. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Here we go. Green.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
They're going to look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be fourth down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing right around the midfield stripe. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
The results for them so far, not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
On second down, Elliott. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Shelton. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll take it just outside the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green.
On 3rd down. That's Smith, and he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it, and here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Throwing on first down, Shelton. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the air on 2nd down. Shelton looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lindsey. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll have Larry Ridley's highlights, but points obviously hard to come by in this first half. Larry will be in Orlando with our halftime report in about 2 minutes' time.
Yeah, he and his staff, they're putting together nothing but defensive highlights from the first half. And there's nothing wrong with that as far as I'm concerned.
Back to throw. Shelton. And some room to roam now. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, Shelton. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Looking to throw on second down. Shelton. And that'll be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Here we go. Green, 39.
From the gun on third down. Shelton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that third down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided to take that one downtown. They must have felt that they had a big play that was waiting for them. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both the 49ers and Cowboys are not doing much on the ground, and it's easy to see why that would play into this low-scoring game. We'll have to see if either team gets it going on the ground in the second half. All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights. 49ers now late in the first quarter. Offensive line won't be able to hold up here. This will go for a loss of 7. Cowboys with the football late in the first. Mitchell is able to zero in on the QB here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Now to late in the first half. Masonette's got the sack here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Still a little time left on the clock. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Cowboys take advantage and return it for a touchdown as they take a 7-0 lead. And with that, we'll wrap up our halftime report and head back out now to Levi's Stadium for the start of the second half.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Here we go now. Blue landing.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Let's go. Green 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Bradley Pena now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. From the gun, Shelton. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And he's got some space here.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Shelton. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Shelton. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
On 1st down, Shelton. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Shelton. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. fresh set of downs here. From the gun, Shelton. Throw left side complete. It's Butler. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
A give to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
The Niners on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fielded just inside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
False start, offense.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we are grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Shelton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
On third down, that's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Throwing on first down, Shelton. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down.
Here we go now.
The give is to Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
3 yards to go on second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Goodwin. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go. 319. 319.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Gould now out to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They start on the ground with Elliott. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. To throw on second down, Shelton. And that's Elliott, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw on third down, Shelton. That's caught by Butler over the middle. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. He'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at third and a few inches. Looking to throw, and that is incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. To throw here on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Niners on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run. It looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step. Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. On 1st and 10, Shelton throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 6 there on 1st. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They go back to the ground with Smith. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for him.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And now did he step out of the end zone? Yes, he did. The referee says he stepped out, and that is going to be a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field, but guess what? This one's now just about over.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And some space here.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And out now come the Cowboys. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Dallas, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.